What's up, babes? What's up, babes? It's Curly's Victoria. I'm back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So let's just be clear. I just drank my celery juice and I had some water and I'm a little full. Okay, so very soon I'll be drinking my coffee. It's 12:03 now, so probably somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock. Once my belly kind of gets a little unfull, I'll probably be having me some coffee. But and that's all I've had for the day, so I'm nice and ready. But if you're new to my channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So yes, you probably clicked on this video because you are trying to figure out, well sis, I need to hear what you got to say as to why my businesses aren't thriving. Now, when I come to y'all with these topics, this doesn't mean that I have it together 100%. I think we're always all in a revolving state of getting our ish together. But today is Millionaire Mondays, and on Millionaire Mondays on my channel, we talk about ways to become that millionaire, that billionaire, and kind of more so adopting a millionaire mindset, because there's people in the world who are millionaires and billionaires, but if you don't learn to have the millionaire mindset of managing what you do have and just being a better version of yourself while you're wherever you're at in your journey, then it's going to be very difficult to manage that lifestyle when you get it. If you don't learn budgeting and healthy, like, you know, financial habits now, it's like, what are you going to do when you become that millionaire billionaire? You know what I mean? Are you going to just spend your money on everything just because you want it, because you see it? Or are you going to have the discipline to say, this is my shopping budget for the week, this is my grocery budget, this is my... So like I stated, Millionaire Mondays on my channel are dedicated to talking about millionaire concepts and ideas. So the Millionaire Monday for today, we're talking about why your business is not thriving. So sis, let's just be clear. You're not being consistent. You're not being consistent. I'm just going to use myself as an example. When I find myself 100% consistent, I find that my results are 100% better. When I find myself less consistent, I find that my results are less consistent. So the truth of the matter is, you need to be consistent. Consistency is going to drive your business. Consistency is going to put you in habits and places because of the discipline to be consistent, which leads us to the next thing, discipline. You're not being disciplined. Every single day, you're not going to be motivated. Let's face it. I know everybody sits out here and they probably put it out there like, oh, you got to be motivated every single day. Let me newsflash, you are not going to be motivated every single day. That's just a part of being a human. That's a part of life. Every day isn't roses, but you have to find the good in every day. I personally don't believe that there's bad days. I believe that there's good in every day. You just have to find it. You're not being disciplined. When you adopt a spirit of discipline, you will find that whether you're motivated or not, you're still going to do what you need to do because you're disciplined. Take, for example, I said this in my other video, I did 40 days and 40 nights of commitment to myself, which basically was me, and I did this in 2020, committing to myself, committing to my personal, business, and fitness goals. One of the commitments was that I would have to walk or go for a run every single morning. For 40 days, I went for a walk or a run. Every day. I didn't miss a day. You think every day was motivated? There was days where I had started my cycle and I just was feeling like crap. There was days where I woke up and I had a headache, or I woke up and I just felt like I just want to lounge around. I don't want to work out today. I want to give my body a break. It was not motivation, but the thing that carried me was my discipline. And consistency applied with discipline got me results. So number one, sis, if you want to have your businesses thriving a little bit more, because everything is gradual, it's a process that you have to trust, you first need to be consistent. The second thing that you need to do, you need to adopt a spirit of discipline. Obviously, we want to be motivated and things like that, but just understand that sometimes that motivation is not going to be there. But that discipline, that's something that you learn and that you teach yourself and that you apply. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, the valedictorian and the salutatorian are not the smartest people in the school. And some of you say, well, I beg to differ. How did they have the highest GPA? It's discipline. If they lacked discipline, there would be no way that they would be valedictorian or salutatorian. You know what I mean? Because there are some people who are smarter than the valedictorian or salutatorian. And the reason that they don't become those titles in school is because sometimes they just didn't. You know that kid who walks into an exam and can ace it and never even study the material? That kid who literally scores like the perfect score on the LSAT or the ACT or the whatever. And you're like, dang, this kid's a genius. He's like valedictorian, salutatorian, kind of like, he got that energy for that. And it's like, you look a little bit further and find out that the reason he didn't become those titles wasn't because he wasn't smart. It was because he lacked discipline. You see what I'm saying? So you got the kids who will not do their schoolwork all year round, and when that final comes, they ace the final but didn't do anything. Again, it comes to discipline. So you want to make sure that you have that, because that's a good characteristic to have about yourself. Another reason that you are not, your business is not thriving as much is you need to be more consistent on your platforms. So for me, I set monthly goals as to what I want to accomplish on YouTube. I set monthly goals as to what I want to accomplish on all of my business pages. I set monthly goals as far as what I want to do for my fitness, as far as what I want to do for my plans and stuff like that, my outlines and things like that. So you want to kind of make sure that you're consistent on your platforms. I say this all the time. Whether your content gets 0 likes or 0 comments, you want to get into a habit where you continue to be consistent. That's why you have brands that have a good idea, and you might say, oh, they only got 50 followers, or you only got blah, blah, blah. You know, for example, let's use Brandon Blackwood. If you guys don't know who Brandon Blackwood is a New York City black-owned designer. He has bags, which if you've seen the popular bag that I wear, and that's been floating around on celebrities, that bag is in systemic racism. So that one concept, that one idea got into the hands of somebody who was, you know, famous, and it kind of circulated, and the bag was just becoming a trendy piece. He went from just, you know, his regular little promoting to now everybody wants a bag and they're sold out. So my thing is, had he not been consistent, had he not applied the discipline, had he not been on his platforms, who knows, he may never have, you know, gotten his opportunity to be who he is. And I'm not saying when you're chosen, it's going to happen for you. When is it going to happen? You don't always know. But there are certain things that people who are chosen choose to do. And those are some of those things. So you want to make sure that you don't look at where you're at today. Don't look at that page that has a great idea that only has 50 followers today. Look at the idea and know that the consistency applied with the discipline, applied with all of those things that we just talked about, is what's really going to drive your business, what's really going to give you opportunity in the market. Another reason, the fourth reason why your business isn't thriving the way that you want it to, is because you're worried about the market. You're worried about it being saturated. You're worried about, oh, well, there's a lot of nail salons. There's a lot of boutiques. There's a lot of agents. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? And you get kind of caught up on that notion that it's so many people in this industry that I can't thrive. But that is the wrong mentality to have. As long as you are in alignment with your purpose and your passion, it doesn't matter how oversaturated a market is, you will thrive. If you don't claim it, if you don't believe it, then it's going to be very difficult to achieve it. You have to already manifest, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. I am gorgeous. You know what I mean? I am going to do this. I am going to do that. You have to be your greatest cheerleader. Newsflash, there's so many people who are waiting for your downfall. So many people plotting on your downfall. Don't let them win. So many people who are, you know, you think that they're standing beside you, but really they want to be you. You know what I mean? So many people who want to be able to, you know, how do you put it? They want to be able to be in the midst when it comes to you. They want to be able to soak in your benefits, but don't really have your best interests. You know what I mean? You got to be careful of people that way. You got to be careful of those who don't add to you, but any opportunity they have, they take. You have to be, you know, vigilant. Having a good heart sometimes could suck, not because it's the ethical, moral thing that most people would want to have, but it sucks when you're just being genuine and then you have people who are leeches, or you just have people who come into your life for the benefit of your life, but not the benefit of who you are in their life. You got to be vigilant. So that's another reason you need to stop thinking that the market is saturated and that there's no room for you in the end. There's room for you. You just need to find your place, and you need to be in alignment with your passion and your purpose, and you will thrive. The fifth reason that your business is not thriving is because you are not speaking life over yourself. When you speak life over yourself, you will see that you will begin to manifest, and you will begin to accomplish so many things by simply speaking life over yourself. You know what I mean? I tell myself, you're going to be a millionaire. I tell myself, you're going to be a billionaire. I tell myself, you're going to be everything that you are supposed to be in this lifetime and more. I tell myself, that life that you want exists, you deserve it, and you will get it. Just keep going. You have got to speak life in yourself. If you don't speak life into yourself, like, you're going to welcome everything that's unwanted and definitely not needed to be in your life. So definitely begin to do that. Speak life over yourself. The sixth thing that I would say as to why you're not being getting the results in the business that you want, why you're not, you know what I mean, your business isn't thriving the way that you want it to thrive, is you're keeping quiet. You're not talking about it. I have a 5 kind of by 5 rule that applies when I'm out and about and I'm talking to people that I don't know. Within 5 minutes, you're going to basically, know what industry I'm in, what industries I'm a part of, what I do, you know what I mean, how I thrive, you know what I mean, like, you're going to know in a conversation what I do. You might not have even asked me what I do, but somehow or another it will get tied into what I do. Because the way I look at it is, my time is my investment. You know what I mean? So in those 5 minutes, you're going to learn about me, and I probably will learn about you as well. You know what I mean? And in those 5 seconds, you basically have, you have 5 seconds to make an impression. You have 5 minutes to basically introduce to that person you're talking to. I look at it as like a 5-second elevator speech, or something like that, or 5-minute elevator speech. You know what I mean? I know elevators are quick, but just imagine that you're going from the first floor to the 1,000th floor. You got 5 minutes to talk. You know what I mean? Or so. So in 5 seconds, I'm making an impression. If I don't seem approachable, or if my conversation is whack, you're not going to talk to me. So I have 5 seconds to make an impression. Within those 5 minutes that I'm talking to you, you need to know everything that I do. I can guarantee you I end up walking away with a business card, some form of networking, or somebody tells me that they need me for what it is I just told them. So stop keeping quiet about what you do. You don't want to be the entrepreneur, the silent entrepreneur, the entrepreneur that nobody knows is an entrepreneur. It's one thing to have a private life. It's another thing to have, be able to network. You know what I mean? You have to be able to do that if you want to be able to thrive. So I would definitely say, stop being silent about what you do. Be proud of that, and make sure that you're letting people know, I'm in this industry, this is what it is. 7, the 7th thing as to why your business is not thriving is you have not truly envisioned yourself as your higher self. When you envision yourself as your highest self, you will begin to try and become her. You will begin to Do the things that it's going to take to become your higher self. But the problem is, a lot of people see, oh, this person, Beyonce, or oh, they see all of these different people and they think, oh wow, they're so successful. Oh wow, they're this, they're that, they're this. They have more things positive to say about another person than they do themselves, and that is the problem. Not to say that you can't give credit to where credit is due, but you have got to see yourself as your higher self. Do you think Beyonce, Rihanna, all of these ladies throughout the years, do you really think like they never envisioned themselves as their higher self at some point? Do you think that they would have reached the success that they have reached in the world if they had not at some point or multiple times during their life envisioned themselves as their higher self and became it? So you need to start envisioning yourself as your higher self, then becoming her. And I promise you, sis, even if the gain is not immediately monetary, you will find that you are going to gain in so many other ways when it comes to your mental, your millionaire mindset, all of these different components that play a crucial role in becoming everything that you want. So if you want to keep up more with more financial tips and literacy and stuff like that, catch me at Rich Girls Plan, where we talk about just motivation. We'll be able to have products and services available to you all at some point, but definitely go follow Rich Girls Plan on Instagram. And if you want to just follow my main page to stay up to date with what I have going on, follow me at Lisa Victoria. Follow me at Lisa Victoria. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit lengthy, but I had to stop in here and make this video for y'all. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's only 11 something.